Hey guys, came for 15 back at it with another video for you guys, and I'm back with another Alya Heiser feelings in Russian. And my goodness, dude, I'm telling you, I'm telling you, the more Yuki content there is, the more this show gets better. Legitimately, if I get no Yuki in an episode, I'm actually pissed. But we get more Yuki greatness in this episode, and holy shit, it's not a lot, but one whole scene is absolutely mind-blowing. I love this character. This character is my best girl of the season. This character takes the cake. She's by far, again, like I was telling my co-host, who usually appears on the channel for my other episode reviews, but again, with all due respect to Alya, the main character, I'm sorry, man, but in my opinion, I like Yuki and Masha a lot more than Alya. Alya still, I think, is a great character. I still do like Alya as a character. It's just when it comes to like character and the development that they get, well, no, I won't say the development, but just the entertainment value of the character that I enjoy. Yuki by leaps and bounds for me is number one. Honestly, I would say, this might be a controversial take. This might be a hot take, but honestly, I think Yuki alone is saving this show. Yuki alone is saving this show from making it just being a generic romance anime about a guy who is friends with this girl who speaks Russian, who this girl who speaks Russian clearly likes him. Yuki, the Yuki dynamic alone, if she was taken out of this show, I don't know if I would have liked this show as much as the next guy. I would have probably still watched it, but I probably wouldn't even be reviewing it on the channel. You know, I know that first episode, that was something, and then next thing you know, you get that second episode, and then she just changed the whole dynamic of the show. Like, the first episode was an interesting premise alone, and that premise was just from the man basically trying to put her socks on her feet. And that was the thing that got people's eyes, on the show. And then the following week with episode 2, that's when the show went crazy from 0 to 100 real quick just from Yuki alone. Again, it may be a hot take, it might be a controversial take, but Yuki, in my opinion, is saving this goddamn show. Otherwise, it'd just be a generic romance. And then I do like Masha. She's probably my second favorite character with just the backstory we've been getting about her. And especially in this episode where they talk about how the fact, like, it's very hard to pick up on how Masha truly feels like. And we later find out because she ends up having a conversation with Masachika, basically talking about, how she puts on this face of hers, so then it benefits Alya, her sister. And by doing that, she feels like she can be there for her sister and help her in her time of need, but at the same time hiding who she truly is, and in a way wearing a mask, which it led to a funny scene to where Masachika's thinking about this. He's like, I wonder, is Yuki doing this fake act she does at school, or this otaku act for me because it's just strictly for me, for my sake? And then he was like, actually, no, that's how she really legitimately acts. Which is crazy because we know Yuki acts completely different in school, amongst the public, compared to when she's alone with her brother, or even when what we see in the episode of Ayano, when it comes to how she feels about her brother and how she truly does act. It's funny, but you do see the fact that she puts on a mask. So it's like, okay, what if she just acts like her normal self around her brother? But then again, like I said, she comes from a rich family. Everybody in the school knows, and she's from a rich family. And then we even get later revealed to like the grandpa and everything, and how the fact, like, it seems like Yuki more than likely has to keep this utmost like persona about herself, excuse me, to essentially show to the world, or show to her family, like, okay, I'm an abiding citizen, I'm an abiding name of the Suo family name and things like that. So you know, it was an interesting conversation they had, but I do like Masha's character, and it's funny because she's like, don't tell Alya I said all this, okay now? But it also goes to show you, like, okay, deep down she does care for her sister, even if she is putting on this face and this mask amongst others, like as if she's this airheaded bubbly girl or something like that. So um yeah, and it was kind of just leading in because early in the episode, it's the type of thing where Alya kind of wears her emotions on her sleeve, and it's pretty damn obvious to see what she's feeling. Because they were playing like a games of cards, and she was getting pretty ticked off and pretty upset about it. So and it's pretty obvious because, like, you even get a scene earlier in the episode where Masachika's with his dude friends and they're talking about chicks in this bikini magazine, and he's like, and his friend's like, so which one do you like most? And it's basically a girl that looks similar to that of Masha, and they make the mention like, oh, I didn't know you were into Masha senpai, and Masachika's like, dude, no, I don't like her like that. But it's like, it's established that Masha apparently has a boyfriend. Apparently, now that's probably a lie. I could swear she probably single. She probably says she has a boyfriend to have that look appeal. Now we find out, oh no, she has a boyfriend straight up. Well then, that could be that could be an interesting episode to where, you know, where she, I guess, showing all you the ropes if you want to go grab who you want, but we know she doesn't have a boyfriend because we know deep down, or we know deep down has feelings for Masachika, and that's the thing. So that shit could probably be a publicity stunt where she just said, like, oh yeah, I have a boyfriend. He just probably goes to another school or something. Because strictly she remembers the time when they were kids and she liked him and he liked her. Yada yada yada. She also gives him another head pat. Masha gives Masachika another head pat, and Masachika makes the mention of the fact, like, she did it again. She broke through my barrier. Again, teasing the fact, like, eventually at some point, you know, he gonna have to realize, or maybe they're gonna realize that, oh hey, you're the girl from my past. Oh, you're the guy from my past. Blah 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 blah. And I'm convinced she knows who he truly is. She just ain't making any moves because she knows, oh, my sister likes this guy. I don't want to do anything to disrupt my sister. No. Personally, it's like, I understand siblings are going to be together for the end of the day, but it's like, legitimately, like, if you like somebody, even though your sibling likes them, I say go for it. What's the worst you can get? No. And what? If anything, the sibling gets the person or the girl or the guy, albeit that would be kind of a weird, roughed up ideology, but whatever. We do get an interesting conversation with Masachika and Ayano. One, she's a freaking ninja. She be appearing out of nowhere. She legitimately is like Batman, which is funny because at work, I usually come up behind people to go ask them questions. And next thing you know, they turn around and they jump sometimes. And they're like, holy shit, man. You scared the piss out of me. She's like, you're like Bat. You just appear out of nowhere. I'm like, yeah, because I'm Batman, you know? It's just a thing I do. I'm so quiet that it's funny because it's like, it feels like they see me in the background, but then I don't know, it's always been a habit of me just to get behind somebody and spy on them. Or, well, I won't say spy on them, but get behind somebody and I don't know, sneak up on them and scare them. I don't know, that's just something I like to do. Funny. Anyways, as I was saying, oh yeah, they have a conversation. Now, Ayano's kind of asking Masachika these generic questions of, like, you know, why did you side with Alya? Is it like for some reason, specific reason? You know, is it because you like her or something? And Masachika's like, no, it's not like that. There's nothing going on between us. I chose to follow her on my own ambition. And she was like, even if it's to go against Yuki and crush anything of her dreams. And he's like, yeah. Now, Ayano actually brings up something from the house because she's like, yeah, the master is pretty disappointed that you didn't side with Yuki and you're going up against her, which is kind of disparaging the Suo name. So he's not really, happy about this. Now, Masachika, when we find out, like, okay, apparently this is his grandfather, and basically, I'm guessing at some point in the past, Masachika must have had some sort of encounter with his grandfather where his grandfather must have kicked him to the curb and been like, you're not a Suo family member anymore from this point on, because Masachika's like, why the frick does he care? Like, now all of a sudden I go side with another classmate of mine and not Yuki. He wants to get up in his feelings about it, and now he wants me to actually be like, why am I not standing by your family name, by family name, even though you kicked me to the curb and said I'm no longer a member of the Suo family name. And who knows, maybe the grandfather has something to do with his trauma when it comes in regards to his parents. It kind of sounds like it. The grandfather more than likely is probably one of those adult characters that is just an absolute a-hole who thinks he knows what's best for his grandchildren. And he's like, you better do this or you better do that, but that's the thing right then and there. So yeah, but anyways, they end off this conversation where Masachika's like, look, at the end of the day, Yuki is still the most important person in the world to me, because obviously that makes sense. It's his sister that he basically, I wouldn't say abandoned, but he feels like he abandoned. He feels like he owes it up to her to be there for her when she more than likely needs it. Sorry, had to get that little drink in my throat. But this then leads into the scene where Ayano ends up talking to Yuki, and we get our Yuki scene. Holy hell, man. Yuki is absolutely a monster because eventually Ayano tells her everything that, like, Masachika said. One, we see that, like, it's like so what happens is this girl Ayano's like, oh yeah, so Masachika told the master, like, because he wants to be like, if he wants to say something, say it to his face. And then you just have to where Yuki's like, oh really, wow, Oni-chan, those some fighting words, huh? I'm like, she dropped Oni-chan. I'm like, oh my goodness, this girl is absolutely wild. I swear, bro, I would wipe her up in a heartbeat just from her otaku-ness. And then this girl legitimately almost won. She's like, so they're talking, and then there's a point in the episode where I'm just like, wait, what? Mind you, I was watching this episode, and when she said that shit, I had to stop my fucking self. I'm like, huh? Ayano legitimately says, like, Masachika's words were so intense on her, it set shudders into her womb. And I'm like, whoa, what are we? I legitimately had to pause the episode for a second, and I had to actually reevaluate my life when she said that. When she said she had shivers going through her womb. I'm just like, huh? Please, no, please. Don't tell me what the thing is. And it's funny because Yuki picks up, she's like, wait a damn minute. Do you like my brother? You got a crush on my brother or something? And then you think with the way she said it like that, yeah, of course she clearly must have some sort of crush. It sounds like she wants freaking Masa. She could have put a baby in her if you ask me. And then she just like, no, I just idolize him heavily. Nothing to do romantically. And I'm just like, that is a bold-faced fucking lie. There's no way you're talking about you want shit in your womb or whatever. The way he talks is sending shivers to your womb, and you don't like him. And mind you, later in the episode, she's serving him, and then Masachika looks into her eyes, and this girl got like KI, this way of like, idolization, but in reality you could easily put like the freaking whole things of like hearts in her eyes, and you could tell like Okay, no, this is deeper. Honestly, I think Ayano she's denying the fact that she may like Masachika, but I'm convinced like Ayano must have some sort of crush on Masachika. There's no way you're saying all that stuff and you ain't looking at Masachika at this high enough level if you don't have a crush on him. She clearly has a damn crush on him. Anyways, you get that funny scene, and then she ends up telling Yuki like, "Oh well, hey, your brother did say that you're the most important person in the world to him, still." And this girl legitimately almost like screams out loud to the entire school that she loves her brother. Probably would have said, "I love you too, Masachika!" And then next thing you know, ninjas, my goodness. Next thing you know, people would have been like, wait. They would have told Masachika, like, hey, Masa, we overheard Yuki, Suo talking about she loves you. Is there something going on between you two? And that's the funny part, because it's funny, because, like, going back to that scene with the bikini cover or whatever that they were talking about, his friends do ask Masachika, like, hey, you ever thought about dating Yuki? And he like, not a day in my life. Don't even put that into existence. And I'm just like, damn it. Come on, man. Just give it to the Wincest. Give it to the Wincest. Freaking just start dating your damn sister and play it off like as if you two are a couple. That shit would be hilarious if there was an actual arc where they had to pretend dating. That would be hilarious. That would be hilarious, bro. Oh my goodness. But you get that funny scene, and she ends up talking about like, well, it seems like my brother ain't gonna give up, and apparently it also seems like she typically loses to her brother on certain occasions, or if not most of, not all the time. So she's obviously up for the challenge, and she telling Ayano, did I sound like a final boss to you? I'm just like, this girl legitimately is an otaku freak. She's an otaku freak. Before I talk about the end of the episode with the freaking bitch, essentially. Excuse my language, but I'm sorry. That's what that chick was at the end of the episode. You do get a funny Alya moment, Russian moment where she sees it. She pissed off at freaking Masachika. She's like, how the hell are you going to be my freaking vice president if you're looking at smut like this? Now, she overhears Masachika and her friends talking about the type of girls he likes, and basically, he's like, well, I do like a girl. I do like, a girl who would deem to be like my best friend, and then she literally in Russian is like, oh, sounds like me, sounds like somebody like me, and then this man Masachika was like. Friends are like, hey man, you good, bro? You good? Because she overhearing this conversation, and this dude is listening in. And it's like, bro, come on, yo. At this point, the man is gonna freak out. He'd be like, can you stop saying that shit? It hits me too much. Do you like me? You got to. One of these times, he's gonna have a freak out moment when she speaks Russian, and it's just gonna be like, do you like me? Or do you not like me? And then they end up saying some things that ends up is not describing Alya. And the man Masachika like, hey, come on, you're upsetting her. Let's say something and everything. And then, like, there's just doing something in terms of how cute she is, and then basically Alya kind of gets pissed off. She's like, oh, so you only care about looks, not about personality, I see, huh? So that was absolutely a hilarious scene. And then we get the last bit of the episode where you have this freaking girl who went up against Yuki, I guess back a few years ago in school for the president position at the time, the class president position at the time. And she was pressing freaking Alya, talking about like what you do to freaking take take Masachika away from Yuki. You must have did something. Did you? Basically, kind of like implying, like, what? Did you sleep with the guy so he could freaking, or did you give him, or did she say like your body is his to use, and things like that? And Alya's just like, whoa, no. Nothing happened between us. He asked, he volunteered to do it, and I didn't take him away from Yuki. He volunteered to be my running mate, essentially. And Masachika comes in and he's like, hey, look, I did this of my own decision. Alya had nothing to do. She didn't force me to join up with her or anything. I did this with my own decision. But this girl was not having it at all. Even though she understood it. And she like, well, okay, that's great. I understand, but I don't give a crap. So, listen, you're gonna have to make your dang mind up, and you're gonna have to, I'm gonna prove you wrong and everything, because you're talking about like how he is slacker and everything, and that's why she was also judging Alya. Like, why do you want to freaking work together with a slacker to be your running mate? Like, why would you do that? And then basically, you have this girl challenges Masachika to a class or a student council thing or something, and I'm just like, student council thing? I'm like, what the hell is that? I'm guessing it's probably some sort of debate or something. The school seems to be in it. I'm guessing that's going to happen next week on Wednesday's episode. But yeah, this girl was saying some damn not only hurtful things to Masachika, not to Alya. He was saying some hurtful things to Masachika as well, calling him a slacker and calling him like, you don't even deserve to be in the student council and shit like that. I'm just like, Jesus. I'm like, see, at that point, if I was Alya, I would have slapped the shit out of this girl. I would have been like, man, stop talking about him like that. That ain't cool. And I don't like you pressing me like this. Girl basically freaking questioned, like, as if Alya was sleeping with this guy to get Masachika to go with her. And I think she also a little bit ticked off because Alya is a transfer student. So, to her, some people feel, I'm guessing some people feel like, who the hell is her? And then it's early because earlier in the episode, Ayano's like, well, even though you have a good standing rep in terms of the class body, Alya is still a good rep herself, especially the fact that she's a transfer student, so that plays in her favor. So yeah, but anyways, it seems like I'm guessing we're gonna get a debate episode, a student debate, a class debate or whatever. Looks to line up as an episode. So I do have to wonder if Yuki maybe sent this girl on Alya to figure out, like, all right, what the hell's going on, but we'll see. I would not be shocked if that was the case, but we'll see. But anyways, I'm gonna get out of here. If you guys like the video, leave a like, put in the comment section your thoughts, hit that subscribe button if you want to get more Alya hides or filling in Russian content or any other anime content I upload to the channel. Till then, guys, stay safe out there and have a great rest of your day or night or whenever you're showing this video. Peace.